Ever wondered how GST affects your everyday purchases? Or perhaps you've pondered why certain items seem more expensive than they were a few years ago? The answer to both these questions lies in understanding the Goods and Services Tax, or GST as it's more commonly known. Imagine purchasing a book. You walk into a bookstore, find the book you want, and look at the price tag. The amount you see already includes the GST. So what exactly is this tax and how does it work? GST is an indirect tax levied on the supply of goods and services. It's a value-added tax, meaning it's applied at each stage of the production process and is included in the final price of the product. This is why the price tag you see in the bookstore already includes the GST. To simplify, consider this. The book you bought underwent several stages before it ended up in your hands. It started with the author who wrote it, then moved to the publisher who printed it, then to the distributor who supplied it to the bookstore, and finally to you, the customer. At each of these stages, a small portion of GST was added, contributing to the final price you paid. Now let's delve a bit deeper. GST is an all-encompassing tax designed to be a single indirect tax for the entire country. This means that it has effectively replaced several local taxes that were previously levied on goods and services. The GST you pay is divided into two parts, CGST and SGST. This is for intrastate transactions. CGST goes to the central government and SGST goes to the state government. This way, both central and state governments get a share of the tax you pay. In essence, GST is a tax that you pay to the government every time you buy a product or service. It's added to the final price of the product and is then forwarded to the government by the business owner or the seller. To summarize, the Goods and Services Tax, or GST, is a value-added tax levied on the supply of goods and services. It's added at each stage of production and is included in the final price of the product. It replaces several local taxes and is divided into CGST and SGST for intrastate transactions. Understanding GST is crucial because it affects your everyday purchases. It's a part of the price you pay for goods and services, and it's a tax that contributes to the revenues of both the central and state governments. So, the next time you make a purchase, you'll know exactly where a portion of your money is going, towards the goods and services